Archangel Michael has something important to tell you, and it's no coincidence that you're seeing this. This message is urgent and had to reach you before the year ends. It's meant just for you. Before continuing, place your hand on your heart and share this message. Write your name so your angel can connect with you. Now listen carefully. Archangel Michael says he is with you, and he will never leave you. He is watching over you, protecting you, and has been fighting for you every day, driving away envy and negative energies that surround you. No one can stand against the power of God. A new phase is coming into your life, one of abundance, love, and prosperity, and everything will start to improve very soon. This message is very special because God has chosen you. You have been chosen to receive blessings and also to help others, but with your reward will come money and true love. The people who tried to harm you will be removed from your life. Everything you've experienced has been a test to prepare you for the good that's coming. Now, the universe will not allow anyone else to hurt you. Those who wished you harm will face their consequences. If you know who they are, you can share their initials. If not, don't worry. Archangel Michael will reveal them to you. You will soon receive a great blessing. And this month will be different. It will come with fulfilled dreams and beautiful moments with the people you love the most. Even though it all hurt you, even though there were days when your soul felt like it couldn't take anymore. Today, heaven confirms something important. All that pain was not in vain. You are entering an entirely new phase. The path is being cleared for you, and burdens that were never yours are being lifted. You have been strong. You've cried in silence. You've stayed quiet many times out of respect or love, but now it's time to think about yourself. What you went through does not define what's coming. You are healing, you are awakening, and you are starting to see things more clearly. Yes, there were people who played with you, who took advantage of your kindness, and that left a mark. But it also taught you not to trust so easily and to recognize your own worth. You've walked away from relationships that weren't good for you, even from some family members, and even though that hurts, it was necessary. You no longer need to carry guilt, sadness, or the memories of someone who didn't know how to value you. What's coming is a new chapter, where you will choose who enters your life and who doesn't. Archangel Michael's message confirms it. You've been through hard trials, but they have made you stronger. You are being protected and guided towards something much greater. Soon, life will start showing you clear signs. New people, unexpected opportunities, and most of all, peace. You will smile again without fear. You will trust again. And this time, with people who truly know how to love. The pain of the past is closing. Get ready, because this time, the story will be different. I feel clearly that you're going through a very deep transformation. Nothing you've experienced, no pain you've felt, has been random. The deepest betrayals didn't come from strangers, but from people close to you, people who knew your story, your struggles, your wounds, and still chose to hurt you. That's what hurts the most, that they knew how hard it was for you to rise again, and still chose to break what little you had rebuilt. Right now, you are moving forward with faith, without having all the answers, without knowing exactly where the path is taking you. But you continue. Even though doubts surround you, even though wounds call out from the past, you are still taking steps. And that, even if it doesn't seem like it, is powerful. What you are facing is no small thing. You've been resisting heavy energies, emotional, manipulations, and blocks that were not coincidences. You've been the target of envy and secret wishes to see you fall, even from those who claim to love you. Archangel Michael is with you because he knows what's behind your struggle. He has seen what others haven't. Your silent tears, your nights of prayer, your attempts to keep going even when it all felt like it was falling apart. He's defending you not only from visible attacks, but also from spiritual ones. Because this isn't just about what you can see, it's also about the forces that have tried to stop you from other realms. But there's something you need to know. That cycle is about to end. Betrayal will not have the last word. Lies will not overcome truth. What was taken from you will return, multiplied. Archangel Michael is guiding you through this tunnel of uncertainty, because on the other side there is light. There is true love. There are new opportunities. But you need to completely let go of what still hurts to remember. The person who failed you is not greater than the destiny God has written for you. The bond that broke was just another test, a filter to clear your path of those who could not accompany you into the next stage of your life. That's why, even if you feel confused today, even if there are nights filled with anxiety or moments when the past comes rushing back, you are not alone. The presence of Saint Michael is marking a new beginning for you. You've felt his strength in your dreams, in unexplainable signs, in that deep intuition that tells you something is about to change, and you're not wrong. Very soon, answers will come. New paths will open, and you'll feel everything begin to flow with greater ease. The doors that others tried to close will be opened by divine hands, and what hurt so much will stop hurting, because God will replace that pain with a blessing so great that you'll understand why everything had to happen the way it did. Trust. Endure. Be grateful. Because what's coming for you cannot compare to what was lost. Your whole life has been marked by moments when you've had to make difficult decisions, often without enough clarity to know whether they were the right ones. Now you're at a crucial point. You feel something big shifting inside you. But at the same time, you carry an emotional burden that makes it hard to move forward freely. You're evaluating your options, searching for a way out, perhaps not just emotionally but also financially, within your family or in your spiritual life. Some people around you see you as strong, but they don't know what you're carrying. You've felt alone, betrayed, as if even those who should support you most have turned their backs. For many of you, love hasn't been a priority right now because there simply isn't space for it. You've been so focused on surviving emotionally, on maintaining your stability, that opening your heart again seems like a risk you're not ready to take. But someone is coming closer. It's not a coincidence. It's someone you already know. Someone left with unanswered questions. Someone who still thinks of you. And on the other hand, there are also new people trying to enter your life. But the confusion inside you makes it hard to see clearly which path to take. You're at a crossroads where the old and the new are knocking at your door at the same time, and you can't decide with a broken heart. That's why you're feeling such a strong need to heal. Because deep down, you know you can't move forward while still holding on to what hurts. And whether you believe it or not, that healing has already begun. Saint Michael the Archangel is revealing who is who. Soon, you'll clearly see who's been silently wishing you harm. There are people who have pretended to support you, but inside, they celebrated your falls. Among these people, a woman stands out. A woman who can't stop watching you, who follows you on social media, comments on your moves to others, and has even manipulated situations to confuse you. This woman is obsessed with your destiny, your achievements, and with what you can become. She can't stand that you're still standing in spite of everything, and you're not alone. Beside her is a man who may be her partner, her accomplice, or even someone related to you by blood. Both have been projecting negative energy toward your life, and the reason is simple. They can't control what they don't understand. They can't accept that you've been chosen for something greater. But what they don't know is that you are not alone. Saint Michael is here, cutting invisible ties, breaking through blockages, and sending clear warnings. They will no longer be able to harm you like before. He is raising a wall of protection, opening doors they cannot shut. And finally, you will breathe in peace, You are being protected, with power and with love, because the attacks you've received haven't been ordinary. They've been constant, deliberate, and directed with intention. There are people who've been so obsessed with seeing you fall that they've even turned to dark energies, wishing illness, accidents, and blockages upon you. But they haven't succeeded. Do you know why? Because you are being guarded by a higher light. Saint Michael the Archangel has his eyes on you. He is watching over every step you take and every thought you've had in silence. He knows how many times you've gotten up without knowing how many times you've pretended to be okay so you wouldn't worry anyone, and how many times you've cried in silence when no one noticed. That's why his 3 messages are no small thing. They are a divine guide for this new beginning. Because yes, even if you feel stuck, you are starting something new from the ground up. Maybe you can't see it clearly yet, but spiritually, you've already broken chains that once bound you. You are entering a silent process of rebirth. You are no longer in the same place where you once silently suffered. Your energy is changing, and that is what is making those uncomfortable who don't want to see you move forward. Archangel Michael asks you not to make hasty decisions, to listen to your heart and take the time you need to choose the right path. You are not alone. He is opening invisible paths that will soon become visible. But you must have patience and faith. The chaos you're feeling is part of a deep cleansing. It's the storm before the calm. The anxiety you're experiencing is not just emotional, it's spiritual. It's the foreign energies that have tried to touch your body, your mind, and your heart. But they will not defeat you. You are stronger than you think, and even though this year has been heavy for you in terms of health and emotions, you've endured because you are protected. If you've experienced unexplained ailments, constant doctor visits, tests without answers, it's because there's an intention behind it. But none of those intentions can stand against the strength of the Archangel who protects you. He is severing those connections, healing from within everything that others tried to contaminate from the outside. And that is a miracle already in motion. A new phase of balance is coming for you. You'll feel your vital energy return, joy will come back to your face, and doors that once seemed closed will begin to open effortlessly. Trust what you cannot yet see, because even if the results haven't shown up yet, heaven is already working in your favor, and Archangel Michael will not leave your side until everything that was harmed is restored. The cards are revealing something powerful. The energy of Archangel Michael remains close to you because your heart has been sincere, pure, and often too kind to the people around you. You helped those who later betrayed you. You gave them your time, your trust, your support, and they repaid you with envy, criticism, and malice. That's why the Archangel has appeared so many times in your reading, because you did not deserve the harm they tried to cause you. You acted out of innocence, and now that innocence is your shield, your spiritual defense, and your key to divine justice. The most shocking part is that the attacks that affected you didn't just come from visible enemies, but from people who sat at your table, who listened to your secrets, who you considered family. Here, the energy of the in-laws is clearly showing. People who should have embraced you as one of their own, but instead sought to push you aside, manipulate your destiny, and in many cases destabilize your emotions and health. Archangel Michael says that everything they did will not remain hidden. The sun beside the storm is a clear sign. Everything these people did in the shadows will be revealed. A very strong energy of exposure is moving, truths coming to light, and that causes them anxiety, because they know what they sowed is about to be exposed. It's no coincidence that you're now receiving so many signs, dreams, intuitions. Heaven is speaking to you, not just to comfort you, but to let you know that the cycle of injustice is ending. You hold the cup in this reading, a symbol of blessing, victory, and healing that is not just physical, but spiritual. Everything you've been through has prepared you to receive something far greater. A triumph is coming that will bring clarity and justice. The doors that were once closed to you will open again, but not in the same way. This time, it will be with people who truly value your light, who don't take advantage of your kindness. This time, it will be without having to beg for love or acceptance. Archangel Michael says, "Let fear go now." That fear they planted in you, that doubt you carry in your chest, that feeling of always being in danger, it is being pulled out at the root. The Archangel symbolically gives you his sword because it's time for you to reclaim your power. Not to attack, but to cut away what no longer serves you, to defend what is yours, and to walk without guilt into your new phase. And get ready, because very soon you will learn things that will change your perspective. Secrets will be revealed, masks will fall, and although it may hurt, that truth will be your liberation. Because once everything is known, no one will be able to keep hiding their intentions. And you, with Archangel Michael's protection, will be the one who emerges victorious. You are being strongly protected, and that is no coincidence, because there is a woman who has crossed dangerous boundaries. She has not only felt envy toward you, but has acted with malice, using dark energies to harm you. The cards show it clearly. This woman hasn't stopped watching your life, talking about you, moving energy against you, and she hasn't done it alone. She has sought help, paid for spiritual work with the sole intention of destroying your stability, making you sick and causing chaos in your life. What you no longer expected was that Archangel Michael would be on your side. The storm he sent to you is now falling upon her. Everything she tried to provoke in you, desperation, illness, breakups, anxiety, has now multiplied and returned to her life with greater force. She's going through a dark time, one that she brought upon herself. And you are about to witness with your own eyes how divine justice manifests. Archangel Michael has returned everything, not out of vengeance, but with spiritual balance, because the universe does not allow evil to reign forever. You carry a peaceful energy that is beginning to surround you. You're coming out of that time of instability. You're beginning to breathe again, to find your place, to feel more connected to who you are and what you truly deserve. What's coming for you is great, because what the enemy tried to destroy, God is rebuilding with even more strength. This woman has lost control. She believed everything she sent your way was working, but the cards show it has all slipped from her hands. She is desperate, confused, trying to understand why her rituals no longer succeed, and it's because light always overcomes darkness, and your soul is protected. You were innocent. You trusted. You opened doors you never should have opened to that person. And that's why Archangel Michael has stepped in with force. But it's not just one woman. There are 2 women involved here, and also a man. 3 people who are part of the same circle of envy and harm. One of these women carries a very negative financial energy. The 5 of Pentacles appears, indicating scarcity, jealousy of your stability, your blessings, and the attention you attract without even trying. The 7 of Cups shows that she has lived in illusions, false promises, wanting what you have, without earning it. The Tower card says it all. This woman tried to bring you down. She wanted to see you fall, your home in ruins, your energy drained. I even sense that she has physically passed through places where you live or used to live, trying to leave spiritual traces, but she failed, because you are not alone. You carry the energy of the sun, a symbol of enlightenment, truth, and divine protection. And that truth is about to shine so brightly that nothing and no one will be able to hide it. The shadow is ending. The light is coming, and it's coming for you. This reading reveals a deep and dark truth that has been hidden for a long time behind fake smiles and disguised words. There are at least 3 people, although in some cases it may be 2, who have acted with intention, with awareness, and with cruelty. The cards show a woman with dark hair, a man with dark hair and a beard, and another woman with light brown, or blonde hair. These are not distant people. They are not strangers. They have been directly involved in your life, watching you, envying you, and making decisions against you. They didn't just speak badly of you or silently wish you harm. They went a step further. They sought spiritual help. They turned to psychics, to people who work with dark energies, even rituals involving crystal balls, altars, black candles, and pacts. The intention behind their actions was clear. They wanted to remove you from the path, destroy you, block you, steal your peace, your love, your dreams. The cards show this wasn't just about emotional or financial harm. Their desires were far darker, even asking for your spiritual or physical death. One of these women went to the extreme of paying large sums of money to have all your paths closed. She went late at night to a place where such rituals are performed, carrying your name, your image, your energy, and asked that it all be taken from you. But what she didn't know is that upon seeing your image, the woman performing the ritual felt an immediate block. She felt she was opening a forbidden door and received a clear spiritual warning. If she didn't release your energy, death would not come to you, but to her. That moment was crucial, because from that point on, everything they tried began to reverse. What was sent to destroy you began to tear down their own lives. What was done in the dark is now being revealed by the light. And although these people are still clinging to hate and envy, you are being protected by far greater forces. Archangel Michael is leading this spiritual battle and has made it clear: you will not be touched. The astrological energies surrounding this reading are powerful. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, and Taurus appear as signs involved in this network of energies. Some of these people belong to these signs. Others are operating under their shadow traits: manipulation, obsession, control, betrayal, revenge. But you have something they do not: truth, purity of soul, and divine protection. And that is what's making all the difference. You don't have to do anything other than keep your faith and your peace, because everything coming to light now is confirmation that the universe has already taken sides, and it's on your side. What I'm seeing here is a very strong spiritual revelation. This isn't just about envy or malicious words. This was a direct, conscious, and dark action. 3 people, specifically 2 women, one with black hair, the other with blonde or light brown hair, and a man with dark hair and a beard, joined forces with one purpose: to destroy you spiritually. They did it knowingly, intentionally, and they sought the help of a woman who works with very heavy energies from the lower astral, from the cemetery, from pacts that never come without consequences. This woman, the one who accepted the money, knew exactly what she was doing, but she also knew what you represent. When she saw your photo, when she heard your name, when she felt your energy, she knew you were protected. She knew there was a greater force surrounding you, a light that cannot be easily extinguished. Still, for money, she took the job. But she did so with fear, with inner warnings, knowing that touching your energy would not come without a cost. To free herself from the spiritual burden she might carry by doing this work, that same woman gave a clear warning that they were provoking a storm too great, that what they were asking for was neither simple nor ordinary. The ritual they performed was not symbolic or superficial. It involved cemetery elements, bindings, with death energy, and calls for total destruction. They wanted to see you with no way out, without strength, without a path. They wanted to bind your hands and feet, to prevent your soul from rising, your spirit from advancing, your heart from healing. And the most shocking part? They didn't act in secret. They didn't send someone else. They went themselves. The mente. 3 of them were present during the ritual. They saw it. They authorized it. They wished for it. This confirms the level of obsession, hatred, and resentment they hold toward you. This wasn't just a rivalry. It was a deep desire to see you fall, But what they didn't account for was that Archangel Michael was present too. That night, while they were trying to seal your fate in darkness, the light of heaven was watching them. And not only watching, but already writing the end to their failed attempt. Because what you have cannot be bought or bargained for. You are protected by the heavens, by truth, by purity, and that kind of protection is not broken by candles or cemetery dirt. Now, everything they tried to seal against you is returning, not only spiritually, but physically. The storms they tried to raise to see you in ruins are the very same storms now destroying their own paths. Because when someone touches a person protected by light, the price is paid in the same coin, and often with much higher interest. Stay in peace, because even though the battle was great, it's already won, and divine justice is on its way. What you're discovering through this reading is deeper than you imagined. That woman did hand over the money. She did consciously seek to harm you. And she did know she was stepping into dangerous spiritual territory. The spiritualist who received that request, the woman who works with energies from the lower astral, was not ignorant. From the very first moment she sensed your presence through the photo or the name, she knew you weren't just anybody. She knew you were protected. She felt the force of Archangel Michael surrounding you, blocking any attempt of evil. And because of that, she gave a very clear warning. She told the woman, "I'll do this work if you insist, but I will not be responsible for what happens to you after, because the person you're trying to harm has a superior protection. And it's not just any energy, it's Archangel Michael himself." She warned her that she was provoking her own death, that by trying to summon that darkness against you, she was breaking spiritual laws that do not go unpunished and always demand a price. But this woman, blinded by hatred, by desperation, by her need to see you fall, chose not to listen. And that's where the Eight of Swords comes in, the card that represents mental imprisonment, stubbornness, the inability to see truth. She refused to open her eyes. She only heard what she wanted to hear. She chose to hold on to the part that fed her thirst for revenge and shut her ears to the warning. It's as if she signed her spiritual sentence without caring about the consequences. All she wanted was to see you destroyed. And that is the darkest part of it all. It wasn't impulsive. It wasn't a fleeting emotion. It was a decision made with full awareness, with intention, even after being warned. She wanted you to live the tower, collapse, total ruin. She wanted you to feel death in life, abandonment, unexplained exhaustion, strange blockages, sleepless nights, sudden anxiety. Everything you've been experiencing has not been a coincidence, nor your fault. What you are experiencing right now is not a coincidence. The cards reveal that you have been receiving bad news constantly, a possible loss in your surroundings, someone who has passed away or is in danger. There is also a strong separation on the horizon. Divorce appears not only as an emotional loss, but as a total destabilization of your foundation. And if you have children, family conflicts are escalating. There is no peace, no harmony, only fear, arguments, and a constant sense that everything is falling apart. What's most shocking is that now, the very same people who were with you, who stood by you during the ritual, who participated in or encouraged the destruction, they now want to distance themselves from you. Why? Because misfortune has become contagious. They are witnessing how the darkness that was invoked is now reaching them too. They no longer want to be near you because fear has taken hold of everyone. Fear of illness, of losing everything, of death. That curse which began with a ritual and a photo has taken shape. It is no longer invisible. It is in motion. And you, who were once the target of their attacks, are now wrapped in divine protection. Everything they wished upon you, the pain, the loss, the chaos, is now circling back to them. As you rise and begin to heal, They are the ones facing the consequences of touching someone chosen to be blessed. The tables have turned, and grace now walks with you. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Your super thanks help support messages of truth and light. Amen.